Alright, welcome to Rick and Rob's Outdoor Adventures. Today we are talking about NCLEX and specifically how to pass the NCLEX in 75 questions. Alright, so before we go ahead and tell you how to pass the NCLEX in 75 questions, we're just going to tell you our experiences with the NCLEX. Ricky, why don't you go ahead and go first here?
Alright, so I took the NCLEX, I passed it on my first try. I passed it in exactly 126 questions. After question 75, I was super nervous, but luckily I was able to pass it on my first try, so that's my experience with it. Fawns, tell us about your experience with the NCLEX.
So I took the NCLEX 3 times. Obviously passed on my last try. I failed the first try at 100-something questions. I don't remember the exact number. Attempt number 2. I failed at 265. And then when I finally passed it on the third try, I passed it at 265.
Screw that.
265. So me and the NCLEX had many long battles.
You came out on top.
Alright, last but not least, we got Rob here, who is the newest RN out of the 3 of us. He's going to give you guys probably the most positive story.
So, there's people who do well in nursing school, Ricky. And I'm not to say they don't work hard, that's not what I'm trying to say here. Ricky worked his butt off. But he did really well all the time. And there's the people who work their butt off and don't do well, and that was me. Not to say that I didn't, make it through, I made it through. But it was just every single moment was a struggle. So when I went to NCLEX, my initial thing was like, oh crap, man, this is gonna be hard as heck. Whatever. So anyways, I go to take it, and it stops me at 75 questions, and I'm just like, what the heck, but just to make a long story short, I passed it in 75 questions. I was there for maybe 75 minutes, was not there for very long. Didn't seem that bad to me. I don't know, it's just, I get maybe luck of the draw, but that's just my experience with the NCLEX.
Alright guys, so now we're going to talk about 3 different parts of passing the NCLEX. Rob's going to talk about the preparatory phase, how to prep for the NCLEX. Fawns is going to talk about what to do if you unfortunately fail the NCLEX, how to deal with it. And then I'm going to talk about in-test strategies, alright? So that's what we're going to do.
NCLEX is the thing that's most hyped up starting from nursing school. Everybody talks about the hell and the stress that comes with NCLEX. My thing to start with you right here is don't let everybody freak you out about it, because when you freak you out about it, you're not thinking clearly. When you're studying, it's not clear. Nothing's clear. Alright? There's a lot of review courses and stuff like that. You can do it, that's fine. I did Kaplan. To be honest with you, I don't think it helped whatsoever, but I also did ATI, their online thing, which, it was just a ton of questions. But this is my thing, and this is how I did it, and I'm not the smartest guy in the world, but it worked for me. So I'll just tell you guys this, okay? So I bought a review book. I think I bought the, I don't remember which review book, but they're all pretty much the same, okay? Go through the review book and go through certain sections, alright? So say cardiovascular, renal, gastro, respiratory, stuff like that. Go through a section. After you get through with that section, go ahead and do 50 to 100 questions on that specific section. This is the rationale behind this, alright? You're reading the material, so you're getting that first little, you're getting that first round of that material. Once you go do some questions, you're now applying that material, and it's just repetitive learning about it, you know what I'm saying? And after you do those questions, huge part of this, in my opinion, is look at the rationales. And don't just look at the one you get right, why you got it right, but look at the wrong questions and see why they're wrong, and see what would make them right in different questions, you know what I'm saying? And what I did personally was, whenever I got questions wrong, or even if I got them right and I didn't know why I got it right, I just guessed, I had an NCLEX notebook where I would actually write down my rationales. And by the time I was done studying for NCLEX, I had 500 rationales in there. To be honest with you, I never looked back at those. But what it did was, I had to stare at that screen, I had to write it down, so that's more time I'm taking learning about that specific topic, alright? So yeah, that's the biggest thing. Just do tons of questions and to review content, but don't spend all your time on content, because there's no way you can learn everything in a month, 2 months that you learn in 4 years. There's no, or 2.5 years. There's no way. So just spend a ton of time doing questions. I suggest doing between 2,000 to 3,000 questions. Total. Like, but during NCLEX prep, don't count before nursing school. 2,000 to 3,000 total before NCLEX. And even if you're doing bad, don't let that stress you out, because there's these Kaplan tests that you guys can take. I'm sure you guys all know about them. I did horrific, and I was texting my friends, being like, man, like, what are you guys getting on these? Because I'm doing terrible. And I had friends that would do great on these, and most of them passed the NCLEX, but they would pass the NCLEX in 150 questions, 200 questions. I did awful, and I was just letting it stress me out. No. Just block everybody out. Who cares how everybody else is doing, and just care about yourself, because that's the biggest instinct to carry. You just got to go in there confident. I actually rescheduled my NCLEX for a week later. I knew that I wasn't going to learn a ton during that week, but what it did do was it allowed me to calm down, get my anxiety under control. So when I went into that test, everybody in there was stressed as heck. I mean, like, nobody was smiling. Everybody looked like they had just came back from a terrible situation. I mean, I don't know. So, but I mean, I was in there, I was relaxed, I had my headphones in, listening to my music, just calm as can be. Went in there, took my test, 75 minutes later, 75 questions later, was on my way home, calling my friends and telling them that, it wasn't that bad. So that's my preparatory advice for you guys, alright?
And how long ago did you take the NCLEX?
Today's Tuesday, I took it last Monday. I found out I passed on Wednesday. Cried like a baby.
Fresh advice.
I'll post a picture of what I look like after I passed.
It's gonna be up here.
I like that.
Now that I've talked to you guys a little bit about how to prepare for the NCLEX, which is massively important, we need to talk about an equally massively important topic, your in-test psyche, okay? This can determine how you pass or fail no matter how you prepare. And Ricky's gonna go ahead and talk to you about this.
Alright, so the first thing I want to say is I just want to echo what Rob said. You gotta go in calm, okay? What I kept telling myself was, look, you can take this test multiple times if you have to, but just be calm about it, alright? And to take it back even further, this is my personal opinion, the night before, just relax, don't be studying till 1 in the morning, 2 in the morning, not even 10, like stop studying around midday.
I say 24 hours before you have this test. So my test was at 2 o'clock, I stopped at 2 o'clock the previous day. If your test is at 8 a.m., stop 8 a.m., wake up at 6 a.m. the previous day, study for 2 hours, be done.
Alright, so go in calm, alright, and you have to be focused, alright? So this is the part where you have to be focused. Just tell yourself, I need to focus for maybe 1 to 3 hours, alright? And just prepare to be focused.
Or 6.
And then just start taking your test, alright? Just start taking your test. You've done multiple questions to prepare for this, so you're just doing more questions, alright? So just keep hammering through. Now what I want to tell everybody, I passed my NCLEX in 126 questions, alright? So for those of you who are going to get to question 75, alright, and everybody freaks out at 75, and you click, and you go on to 76, alright? Don't freak out, don't lose focus, okay? They know it's easy to lose focus and say, oh, I failed, it's over, I'm done. No. Keep focused, alright? Just know that you need to hang in there just a little bit longer, alright? Keep focused and just keep trying to get every question right. You're still in the game, okay?
And if you feel like you just completely lost focus at 75 and you are freaking out, don't continue. You can take unscheduled breaks in the NCLEX. Raise your hand and the proctor will come out and they will allow you to take a break, alright? That's the worst thing you can do. Do questions while you're freaking out, because then you're not thinking clearly, you're not critical thinking, and you miss stupid questions that you should have gotten right, and then everything goes down and you fail. Do not do that, alright? If you start freaking out, take your unscheduled break, alright? Do not continue. Go ahead.
I mean, that's pretty much it. Yeah, just stay focused. Know that after question 75, you're not done. It's not over. Okay?
You're still in it.
You're still in it. I passed at 126. That's a crazy random number. You're still in it. Just stay focused. All right?
And he's a freaking genius too.
That's pretty much I got. Anything? You guys got anything else?
All right.
Alright guys, so I'm going to be talking to you about
what to do in the unfortunate event that you fail the NCLEX. And I failed the NCLEX 2 times. So
He doesn't care either.
I don't care.
Don't freaking judge him.
You can judge me. I don't care if you judge me. I don't care.
Still has a job.
Still has a job. He's
That's right.
making a lot of money.
Alright, anyways, so I think the main
Not upset.
the main thing that helped me was I kind of had an accountability partner, because my sister was taking the NCLEX around the same time I did. So I failed it the first time. I didn't study with her, but then the subsequent times that I took it, I had a study partner, and she would keep me accountable as far as, you know, doing questions, going to the library to study, you know, staying there for X amount of hours. And so I think it's good to have an accountability partner to keep you focused during this time.
Now let me ask you something. How did your preparation change between rounds 1, 2, and 3 of the NCLEX?
Okay, so round 1, I pretty much just relied on watching some review videos, and I would do practice questions. Round 2, I did a lot of test taking strategies, so not a lot of content, more on how to answer the NCLEX questions.
Basically that Kaplan crap.
Yeah, basically.
BS.
Round 3, I was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna get back to content, and so it was all content based for round 3. And you know, I took things that I learned from each, you know, failure, and kind of combined it into one thing at the end there, and you know, it worked out. And so the thing that you should take away is, if you fail it, it's not the end of the world. There is a light at the end of the tunnel. I mean, I failed it twice. And
I remember sitting with him after he failed it the second time with tears coming down his eyes.
I don't think I was crying.
No, I remember it clearly.
All right.
I remember it clearly.
I remember crying after I passed it, but I don't remember
No,
crying.
I remember
when I failed it.
You did. And I could tell, he felt like there was...
think I cried.
You did, dude.
Okay,
I was freaking
alright.
there. I was freaking there.
I don't remember you being there. I mean,
I was there. I remember it. You
all
were
right,
actually...
go on.
Anyways, he felt like life was over. But here we are, a couple years later, life's great. He's got his own apartment here.
Freaking sick apartment.
Super
Don't tell them where I
sick.
live.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Alright.
Freaking awesome. Like, I mean, like, life is great. Like,
Stacking that bread.
I mean, we're blessed. I'm not trying to, you know, seem like, you know, we're very humble and we're blessed. But at the same time, life's great, you know? So, you know, it's not the end of the world.
It's not.
Like, just keep going.
You just gotta wake up every day and keep at it, man. If you fail, and just the thing to remember is, don't give up. Don't give up, because you put in the work. You've graduated from, you know, nursing school. You know the content. You know, this is something you've done for the past, what, 2 years of your life?
2.5 years.
2.5 years of your life. So.
Or 3.5 for me. I failed nursing school. Like, I failed the semester. Anyways.
I failed a semester too. So.
And here we are.
Yeah.
Here we are. You know, it's all right. It keeps going on. Life keeps going. You can do it.
So if you think you're the biggest failure, just look at me and him. You know.
All right, on to the next segment.
Alright, so you just heard 3 different stories from 3 different people about 3 different experiences, alright? But there's one thing that's the same for all 3 of us here. We're all RNs. Like, whatever way we do it, however it happens, no matter how different, the end result is the same, okay? And it's gonna be different for you too. You're not going to be the same as me, the same as him or him, or any other person you see on YouTube or your friend. Alright? Stop comparing yourself to others. It's never going to be the same. You got to do it your way. And only you can find out what your way is. You can take little things from me, him, or him, but you got to do it your way, alright? So thanks for watching, guys. I mean, if you guys need any help or anything, just send us some messages. We'll do our best to help you guys out. We were there. We know how stressful this experience is, and we'll be willing to help you guys out. All right.
Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button for a like for Rick and Rob's Outdoor Adventures.
We have 24 subscribers, guys. We need more by the end of this video.
We got 10 from our last.
I think
one.
I'm gonna make a YouTube account just to subscribe. I mean,
Do it your way. Stay focused. Don't give up. Don't ever give up.
don't give up.
3, 2, 1.
So, see, how's our shot looking? Are we on the shot?
You got more.
I got that on here. here.
4 minutes.
What do you wanna do next?
You're right.
In test mood. You're in test. Oh, yeah, we gotta start that over.
Wait. Sure, come my stomach. Can't see my stomach.
In 3,
How's the lighting?
lighting's good.
We're not doing another video.
And you just freelance it from there, dude.
Man, I'm not good at freelancing crap. Alright. Have you seen my tricep?
In 3,
About the event. Alright guys, so I'm gonna be talking to you guys.
in 3,
I'm not ashamed of it.
He's not freaking ashamed of it, man.
I feel it
Stop
blind.
judging him.
I don't care.
He doesn't care.
I mean, I cared a lot at the time, but it really
I'm not
sad.
upset at you.
Anyways,
You didn't talk about a single thing, Fonz.
oh man. Okay.
Flex shot. A little bit of that. I like it. I'd like to put a 16 in that, ladies. I know y'all are watching. I'd like to put a 16 in that right there.
Put a 14 up in there. Put a 14.
It's definitely one of the bloopers.